I'd like to comment on Coach Blaney's presentation. It was outstanding. I do have to preface just a little thing. I have been in a company with John Levitt when he has been incoherent, and it's been quite an experience, believe me. Coach, I'm going to have to disagree with you with one thing. I'm a Kearney kid, and I grew up watching Bill Rafferty and the little St. Cecilia's gym in Kearney, and I'm going to put him in the top 5 greatest of all the New Jersey players. He was that special of a player. He was a wonderful kid. Your presentation was outstanding. To the inductees, to the new inductees, to the former inductees, congratulations. It's just a hallmark of all your hard work and your dedication, and it's quite an honor to be in the Hall of Fame here at Fairleigh Dickinson. I'm going to preface, I'm not going to talk about John Pietrowicz's accomplishments as far as statistics. I'm going to talk about John Pietrowitcz as a human being and what the type of kid he is and why he deserves to be in this prestigious group. I'm going to talk about a couple things in the beginning and hope I can kind of bring it to the end when I get there. I was at Fairleigh Dickinson for only 4 years. I got the position in November, and there was no recruiting. And the next 3 years, I was given 1 scholarship a year. And I was a very special person. It's not about me, but during those 3 years, I have 5 members of that team in the Fairleigh Dickinson University Hall of Fame. I have Steven Stewart, God be good to him, Joe Pern, John Pietrowitcz, Joe Huffman, and Mike Ritchie. So all of those kids played for me. 1 scholarship divided up 1,000 different ways. They're in the Hall of Fame. And there's a couple kids down the line I think are also going to be under consideration. Quite honestly, the game has passed me by. As much as I love it, I would like to say I could just jump in and coach. I can't do it. Coach Puccio and his staff, I listen to them, their enthusiasm. They're doing a magnificent job as far as moving the program forward. And I'll tell you why the game of baseball has passed me. One of my former players, because I was at Monmouth College for 12 years, called me up and asked me to try to help his kid get in college. So I called the college coach up, and the coach said to me right off the bat, he said, "What's he run the 60 in?" And I said, "I don't understand, Coach. I don't understand the question." Then he said, "Do you have a video of him?" And I said, "I still don't understand the question." He said, "Has he played in a showcase?" And I said, "Showcases are for furniture. I still don't know what you're talking about." And I said to him, "How do you judge a kid, his heart and his dedication, with a watch? How do you judge a kid with a radar gun?" So many kids have been passed by because of this high technology, and nobody really understands what's going on and what type of kid you have. And I was very special with John Pietrowitcz, and I'll tell you the whole story. It's the fact that I went to go look at a picture. And I had this habit where, I don't know what other coaches do, I never went behind home plate. I never went in the stands with the people. I never had jerseys on. I never had anything. I would go to the furthest part of the outfield. I'd sit in the lawn chair or bring my grandchildren, and I would swing them, but with my sunglasses on, but I'd be watching everything about the game. You learn a lot about a kid, an awful lot about a kid, after he strikes out, after he makes an error, what type of a kid he is. This kid was a special kid. This kid was a special kid, and with his days of radar and guns and watches, he probably would have been overlooked. But my dad always told me growing up, he said, "You can go in a ring with a professional boxer and last for 2 years because you can run around. But you never go out in the street and fight a street fighter, because the street fighter is not going to give up till one of you wins, and he's going to keep on battling." John Pietrowitcz was the ultimate street fighter. He was a kid that was so hardworking, so dedicated, and I can't wait for him to speak because I think he said 5 words in the whole time I was there. And I honestly have to say this, I don't know why in the 3 years that I was at Fairleigh Dickinson, my picture wasn't in the stall of every bathroom with expletives around it, because he never played the same position for me. And it wasn't because he wasn't good at it, it's because the team needed him in another position. He played first base, shortstop, second base, third base, outfield. And I was just teasing one of the Hall of Famers, Joe Pern, who played 7 years in the minor league. I said, "You know, you're lucky Pietrowitz didn't decide to catch because you've probably been a DH." And he got very upset with me, but that's the truth. John Pietrowitz was a special individual. And I'm going to kind of bring everything that I said, and I'm not going to be long with this. If I could bring all those 5 Hall of Famers that played on that team in a room, and I said, "Here's a piece of paper. You're going to put one name down of any of your teammates that you think is worthy to get in that Hall of Fame," and all 5 of them would put John Pietrowicz's name down. He's an extraordinary man, and I'm very proud to introduce him tonight. I know his family's here. John, congratulations.
Thank you, Coach, for those kind words. When you get old, you need glasses. Before I begin, I extend my sincere congratulations to my fellow inductees here tonight. I am truly honored to stand here today to be included with this elite group of men and women who have excelled athletically during their careers at FDU. Congratulations to each one of you. I would also like to acknowledge the late Stan Wright for the induction into the Hall of Fame. Mr. Wright was the athletic director when I played during the years 1983 through 1985. And I was fortunate to have interacted with him over those years. Baseball was, and still is, an integral part of my life. And to be acknowledged here today is a very fulfilling and rewarding accomplishment. Being nominated to the Hall of Fame solidifies the final chapter in my baseball career. A special thank you to Coach Puccio, Sean Morrison, David Langford, and the Hall of Fame Selection Committee for considering my accomplishments as a player to be worthy of this great honor. During my 4 years, I had a number of great coaches and mentors along the way who definitely need to be recognized. Coach Bob Sprague, who spoke those kind words about me, was a true professional, a father figure, who inspired his players to play to their fullest potential. Under Coach Sprague, I actually played 3 different positions during the 3 years he coached me. To me, it was not the position that I played, but that I had the opportunity to play and contribute to the team. Dennis Sasso coached me during my senior year, which was statistically my best year. Coach Sasso had a great knowledge of the game, and with me, and stuck with me after actually a dismal 3 hits and 21 at-bats in our Florida season. For that, I am grateful. I would also like to mention our assistant coaches who were instrumental in our success. Ron Van Saders, the late Tony Mealy, and I cannot forget Coach Clemens, who kept the scorebook. Under the guidance of those great coaches and mentors, our teams were successful in winning 2 conference championships. I'm a true believer in the saying, you are only as good as the players around you. Fortunately, I was blessed with being surrounded by some of the greatest players ever to wear an FDU uniform. And more fortunate to play alongside of 2 Hall of Famers, Joe Huffman and Joe Pern, for all 4 years. With teammates such as Tino Barriel, Bob Skian, Jim Mergel, Mike Ritchie, Joe Colavito, and the late Steve Stewart, to name a few, we accomplished success by working hard, playing hard, and most importantly, having fun. My accomplishments would not be possible without each and every player during my 4-year career. I would like to thank my parents, my mom, who is here today, and my dad, who passed away in 2010, for giving me the opportunity to attend college and play baseball, but for guiding me, and also for guiding me through life and encouraging me in everything I did. Thanks, Mom. I do have to acknowledge one very special person here today, my wife, Leslie. Believe it or not, we have been together since 1981, and Leslie came to just about every home game during my 4 years. We have been married now for 26 years, and Leslie has shared with me all my successes and challenges in life, and I'm grateful to have her by my side. Thank you, and I love you. I also wish to recognize my family and friends who came here today to support me and share in my great day. Thank you. Growing up as a kid in the town of Wallington, New Jersey, I always dreamed of playing professional baseball. Although I never achieved it to the professional level, playing at FDU afforded me the opportunity to win a conference championship while playing in Shea Stadium, and to play in the ECAC Metro All-Star Game in Yankee Stadium. Playing these games at both those venues were great experiences that I will never forget, and something that few baseball players have the opportunity to attain. Before I conclude, I would like to thank the faculty and the staff at Fairleigh Dickinson University for providing me with an excellent education and foundation to succeed in my career as a banker as well as in life. The combination of academics and athletics at FDU provided me with the skills to manage, adapt, lead, teach, and most of all, be a team player. Again, thank you for this great honor.